This trip started out like any other, but then things quickly took a turn. An engine warning light appeared, then disappeared with no explanation. We pressed on, only to encounter one of our most puzzling issues yet. We were stranded, and for unrelated reasons, without water or power. What began as a routine drive turned into one of our most challenging journeys of problem solving and resilience. Today, we're taking steps to ensure we're never left in the dark again, as we reflect on a journey that tested our resolve and taught us the value of being prepared. We are adding this very special light fixture here in the mini home office. I say special because this light will serve multiple purposes, but we'll get to that a little bit later. While Anna's tearing into the electrical, I want to take a minute and tell you the story of one of our recent journeys. It all started in Kansas City, where we spent the week living life.
Look how much beads I found out.
Well, we've been doing a little bit of park hopping this week, which the kids are loving. And today...
For us, this meant work and school as per normal, but having a different park as our front yard every day. Nice strategy, bud.
Okay.
We're pretty convinced that this is the way to live life, at least for us. Truck stop has a dumpster, so we're going to throw the trash, because there's one thing that we've learned in all of our time living on the road, and that is always take advantage of water fills, and always take advantage always take advantage of the dumpsters.
The dumpsters, yeah, okay. Sorry, missed most of it, but I was here.
I'm living on the road, and that is just take advantage of water fills.
The day we left felt like any normal travel day. Clear skies, smooth roads, and a short journey ahead to our destination, a state park campground in El Dorado, Kansas. Everything was perfect for the road ahead. So we were off. The miles went by and everything seemed to go fine. Then it happened. Out of nowhere, the engine warning light came on. If we've learned anything about life on the road, it's that we can't take anything for granted. If the engine warning light came on, we have no choice but to stop and investigate. Everything sounds fine, everything looks fine. The only thing that's got me a little concerned is the oil pressure seems to be a little low. I'm gonna shut it off, let it rest a while, and then we'll check the oil and see what it looks like. It's not a bad sunset though, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so I checked the oil. It was a little bit low. I don't think really enough to cause any issues. I went ahead and added some more. And yeah, anyway, came back in, started the bus. The light's off now, so I don't know. We're gonna take it easy. We are an hour and 34 minutes away, so we're just gonna keep going and keep an eye on everything. And yeah, hopefully nothing else eventful on the way.
Ready?
All right, so I'm gonna go down here and push, and you pull from up there.
Okay.
This project is moving along nicely.
Pull when you're ready.
All right. Back on the road, things were also going smoothly. At least for now. But shortly after nightfall, everything changed. Okay, so things have unfortunately gotten much worse. We've experienced like a significant loss of power. The warning light still hasn't come back on. I've been on the phone. We think we've traced it down to what it probably is, related to fuel filter. So we're just trying to limp along. I've got my foot on the floor and we're going 25 down the highway. So there's a small town up here we're gonna try to get to, and then, I don't know, regroup. So we'll see. So there we were, another issue with no answers. It's a pretty scary thing when your home requires a reliable engine to get around, and that engine is only outputting about a quarter of its power. You're then left asking yourself things like, will it be an easy fix? Will it cost a fortune? Is this the end? All right, so we made it off the highway and we're safe here at this truck stop. The current running theory is that our fuel filter stopped up. Either we probably got some bad diesel and our fuel filter is now stopped up. After thinking through the symptoms, I've been kind of noticing a few things that actually point in that direction over the past little while, few weeks. The bad thing is it's Saturday night, tomorrow's Sunday, which means nothing around here is going to be open as far as buying a filter. We're not super far from our destination. I think we're only like a half-hour drive. We probably could have limped all the way there tonight, to be honest, but we just decided, the safest bet was to go ahead and pull in here in case it ended up being more serious than it was or whatever. Yeah. The other thing is we're out of water. I am absolutely kicking myself for this because I knew better. Oh, I knew so much better. I just told you guys a few hours ago to the camera, I said, in the past 6.5 years of living on the road, one thing we've learned is that, anytime you have a chance to fill up water, do it, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't do it. Where we got fuel today, there was a water spigot right beside the fuel pump. And we didn't fill the water tank because I was like, we got a few hour drive and we're at our campsite where there's water. There's no reason for us to fill. I knew better and I'm kicking myself for it. But it gets worse than that. Our batteries. So it was hot today. It was like upper 90s, mid to upper 90s, something like that. And so we ran the air. No big deal. Normally what we would do in that scenario, we'd run the air a few hours, check on the level of the batteries, maybe shut it off and then let the batteries recuperate and, kind of do that thing. I didn't do that. We just let it run for hours and hours. Now I don't know how long the air ran on high because I was like, by the time we get to our campground, the battery won't be dead. We'll be good. We'll just plug in there. And well, yeah, that was before we were stranded going, 20 miles an hour down the road. So battery's dead, out of water. It sucks. I'm complaining like it's such a bad deal when there are still thousands of people that don't have power and probably don't have water due to the hurricanes. So definitely got it good and definitely have a lot to be thankful for. Tomorrow's a new day. The sun's gonna come up and as soon as it does, those batteries are gonna start charging, our power's gonna come back on, I don't know that we'll be able to get water tomorrow, but this truck stop we're parked at, we were able to go in there and buy some water for drinking water, and you know, it's no big deal. We used to do this in the old days anyway, before we had the solar. You know, we had a generator that we ran. We would run it for a few hours, you know, while we were making dinner and stuff like that, and then we'd shut the generator off, all the power off, and we'd all go to bed. So it's not, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Plus the weather's nice, so like, you know, the windows are open and the breeze is coming in and all that, so. Oh, man. All right. Well, I'm going in there and I'm going to bed, and I will see you guys tomorrow or Monday. Yeah. You know what they say about things happening in threes? Well, that's definitely the case here. Here we are, dead engine, out of water, and out of power. You remember earlier when I said this light fixture would serve multiple purposes? Well, that would have been especially true that night when we lost power. Of course, it wouldn't have solved all of our issues, but it would have made things a little easier to deal with. This bulb comes from a company called Naporo Lighting, which happens to be a partial sponsor of this episode, and here's how it would have helped us out. It functions like any other light bulb. However, hidden inside is an 1800 milliamp hour battery. This means anytime the light is on and in normal use, the battery is charging. Then if you happen to lose power for any reason, the internal battery can provide up to 50 hours of light. But it gets even better. This bulb doesn't even have to be installed in a fixture. It can charge via USB, and you can take it anywhere you need some extra light. Under the hood, in a tent, or even in a creepy old shower house with inadequate lighting. The possibilities are endless. If you'd like to get your own set of these rechargeable light bulbs, follow the Amazon links in the description and use the coupon code SWEETBUS15 to receive 15% off. This, combined with the clippable coupon on Amazon, will get you 35% off, which is even a better deal than they ran on Black Friday. Aside from being an all-around awesome product, we feel like these would make an amazing Christmas gift. And you'll want to hurry and get yours because this 15% off deal is only good through the end of the year. A special thanks to Naporo Lighting for sponsoring this episode, and let's get back to the story. Good morning. It is a new day. The power is back on. As I mentioned last night, our prime suspect is the fuel filter. But I also want to rule out a few other things. So right now I'm going to check on the air filter just to make sure it's not, you know, somehow restricted and like kind of choking itself or anything like that. So I'm going to do that right now. Oh God. I don't know if you guys can see all the dust coming out of that. I mean, it's dirty, but it's fine. There's definitely no signs of it, you know, choking in on itself or anything. Okay, super good news. We actually found a fuel filter at O'Reilly's that's like 30 minutes from here, and because it's O'Reilly's, they're open today, despite it being Sunday. So we're about to load up in the Jeep and go get us a fuel filter. You guys want to see what I got? Dude, I did not think we were going to be able to pull this off on a Sunday, but here we are. So, all I got to do is take the old one off, fill this one up with some fuel cleaner, and slap it back on, and we should be good. Okay, I'm gonna let it sit for a second. Thank you. Okay, new filter is in. So I'm going to prime. There's a hand pump right here to prime the fuel, so I'm gonna do that really quick. We're gonna be ready to give this thing a start. It's not going to want to start for a minute, but that's fine. We'll work with it. Okay.
30-second start?
Yeah, that should work.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to go give it some starting fluid. Actually, I'm not going to give it any less it needs it. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't, but we'll see.
See if she revs.
Okay.
Right now?
Let me get back here to listen to it.
Radio test.
All right, I got you loud and clear.
4.
Okay, go when you're ready. Okay, stop. I'm gonna give it some starting fluid.
10.
Okay, go. Okay, stop. All right, it lives. Can you repeat that?
I said I'd already stopped. I already heard it right.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That actually started a lot easier than I thought it was going to.
That's what I thought.
All right, so I mean it's running.
Now let's see how she drives.
Yeah, exactly. So it's running now. That obviously doesn't tell us if it's fixed or not. We'll know once we get out on the highway and get down the road a little bit, but I mean, yeah, let's do it. With the engine purring again and the filter change behind us, we could finally breathe a little easier. Sometimes it feels like life on the road is one step forward, two steps back. But today, we took that step forward and we knew we were back on track. No worries. All right, I think we got it. Yeah, we're up to operating temperature now. I've got the cruise set at 60, we're holding 60 and it's running about 2,050 RPM. Challenges come in waves, but it's how we navigate them that counts. And with a little preparation and a lot of patience, we're back on the road, headed toward our next adventure. We're here!
And we did get the fuel filter on just fine, and it seems like we've got power back.
Yeah, from what I can tell, that was it.
So hopefully it's not a band-aid to a much bigger issue.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on it for a while and just see, but for now, it seemed like it worked. And
we'll be here for a little while through the holidays and stuff, kind of digging into that stationary lifestyle.
Yeah, and we've got a few other things that we're going to be taking care of on the engine, so, you know, I've got a lot of stuff to look at and make sure everything is as
and it'll be nice not to worry about sunshine, water, parking, that kind of thing for a hot minute.
Off-grid life is fun, but you know what? So is stationary life plugged in.
Yep.
So, yeah, so I guess that's it.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay.
As always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next adventure. I guess. That was weird. Is it weird?